Alrighty, hi, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah. I'm an intuitive tarot reader here on YouTube and on TikTok. I go by Willow Tree Tarot 333 on both platforms as well. Welcome in. I hope you are comfy and cozy, ready for this comfy, cozy reading. Pick a pile edition. We've got the Light Seers Tarot with the Amethyst. Believe this is raw amethyst too, raw amethyst stone. And then on the right hand side we've got the Intuitive Night Goddess deck with raw rose quartz as well. And this reading is going to be focused on what this full moon is bringing in for you. So take a second, feel whichever pile you are drawn to, but don't stress. Each pile will also have an energy check right at the beginning. So if you're unsure still, you'll know kind of right away whether or not it's for you based off of the energy check as well. So as always, don't overthink it. Just follow your intuition. And if it confuses you, then it's probably not for you, and that's okay as well. You can pick the other pile or a different reading if you feel called to. Anywho, we are going to jump right in with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Amethyst stone in the Light Seers Tarot, this is your reading on what this full moon is bringing in for you. I will put this, I'll scooch this down a little bit. Just a little bit. There. Cute. Alright. So, we're going to get this out of the way for a second. Actually, you know what? We are going to shuffle it first, and then we're going to tuck it to the side for when we are ready. Let's take a little peek. You don't want it's in reverse. You could be feeling a little bit stagnant right now. That could resonate. Oh, this is uno momento. There. I love this cloth, like I love this setup, but also having fabric to shuffle on is not the easiest thing to do. But the top of this, this is a dresser, FYI. The top of this dresser is horrendous. I should really heal it and repaint it, but I have not had the time. King of Pentacles. You could be in your masculine energy. You could be attracting in a masculine energy. Take that however that resonates, but we're going to take that to the side there. But earth signs could be irrelevant. Earth energy could be relevant. I'm so sorry that I bonked you. Earth energy, earth signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. My throat is a little bit sore all of a sudden, and it feels difficult to speak. You could have something that you need to get off of your chest. Anywho, we're going to start with the energy check. Hello, energy check. So if this resonates to ground, if it doesn't, you can try the other pile, or you can try another reading, or you can take it as a sign that you don't actually need guidance right now. Take it however it resonates, all right? These little palm reading cards are really fun because they give like characteristics and stuff. So we're going to start with that. You could like being in control. You could be quite flamboyant in your self-expression, and you could be considered larger than life as well. It goes more into detail about like finger placement, like finger lengths and line placements and stuff, but I'm just taking the characteristics for this card for like this reading. It's just an extra confirmation. So you could resonate with being in control and being quite flamboyant in your self-expression, and you could resonate with being larger than life. We also have what deck is this from? The Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and this one is Twin Flame, and it says the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. I did talk about earth sign could be significant, like an earth masculine energy. You could be attracting that in at the moment. We also have the Witch's Wisdom Tarot, which I'm using. And this is the Five of Water. This one I'm going to have to look up in the little book for. And then I also have another Doreen Virtue card. This one is the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, I believe. And it's Guardian Angel, so I feel like you're being really guided by a Guardian Angel. I'm going to organize these after. I'm just placing them right now. Then we also have a Green Witch's Oracle card. This one fell on the ground, like it flew when I shuffled this. None of the other cards did. And it's Sickle. So, and this one says focus, regrowth, and letting go. So I feel like that your main focus at the moment is regrowth and letting go. And then we also have a Money and Law of Attraction Oracle card. And it says, I can pivot from feeling bad to feeling good. I'm also thinking of that scene in Friends where they're like, pivot, pivot, with Ross or whatever. But it says, I can pivot from feeling bad to feeling good. And on the back it says, as you look for a better feeling way to approach whatever you are giving your attention to, as you continue to ask yourself from what ever-changing vantage point, what is it that I do want? Eventually you will be standing in a very pleasing place, for you cannot continually ask yourself what it is that you do want without your point of attraction, your again, like I'm having trouble speaking. That can be significant. I need to slow down. I feel like you could also need to slow down. For you cannot continually ask yourself what it is that you do want without your point of attraction beginning to pivot in that direction. The process will be gradual, but your continued application of the process will yield wonderful results in only a few days. So a few days could specifically be significant. That amongst, like, out of everything really stood out. Okay, let me organize these. I'm going to tuck that back. Boop, boop, boop. Tuck, tuck, tucky, tuck, tuck. I'm going to put that, and then I'm not going to forget about to read this one, and there's also one about that I need to read as well. I will not forget. Do not worry. Okay. I just have to make sure that I'm leaving space for the tarot. So I'm going to have to tuck these under the froggy, I think. Oh, it's a little imbalanced, but that's okay. That's okay. We will deal. We will deal with the imbalance. Imbalance. I hope I don't fall. Anyways, the attraction card is right here. You can see it poking in. I'm trying to do a little shimmying process, but it's difficult. These guys are gonna share, actually. These guys are gonna share. Oop, that over here. Bring these in. This always takes the longest. I swear. This is the longest part of the whole reading. Is me shimmying everything. Such a pain in my booty, but I can't stop touching it. Okay. We're gonna leave it there. Psych. We're gonna leave it there, and we're gonna hope and pray that you don't fall. I will catch you though if you fall. Don't worry. I've got reflexes like a cat. I think. Do cats have good reflexes? I think so. Some cats. It's windy as heck right now, so that could be significant. Anywho, so we're gonna read the Witch's Wisdom, which is the Five of Water. water. I'm hearing drink water. Consequences. The essence of this card is warning, reckoning, independence, responsibility, right action, and urgency. I'm going to read the counsel of this card because I'm being called to. It says, it's natural to grieve and despair when you recognize the consequences of our collective indifference in our own. It can be overwhelming, but you can't drown in grief. You're not useful if you do. Dive deeper beneath the pain and hopelessness. Take responsibility for yourself and your actions and do the work that's needed now. Do your small but important part in cleaning the world's water, physically and metaphorically. That will clean your heart as well. You could be really distraught over the world right now. Me too. Me too. This, because when this came out, when I read that, I was like, let me dive a little bit deeper, like it said in the description. I also want to read the wisdom. It says, a polar bear, magnificent, strong, fitting perfectly within the world in which she lives, rides with her cubs on floating ice across a frozen sea. The ice is melting. The perfection in which the great white bear has always hunted, fed, and bred has disappeared in the water's mirror. Only bits of ice are left, and the bear is alone and starving, the sea rising and polluted. These are the consequences of human apathy, disconnection, and destruction. This is the future we're creating. What we put into the waters of life is what we take from the waters of life. Exactly. Okay. I feel like we need a big group hug because the collective that I'm speaking to, y'all are not happy with the ways of the world right now. As you should be. It's really effed up what's going on. And I feel like you could be really upset over people's silence as well, which I also resonate with. It's okay. I know that your hands feel tied, but if there is a lot of grief and guilt that you are feeling in terms of this, I feel like there could be a need, like the card said, to dive a little bit deeper into where this guilt is coming from. Is there more that you feel like you could be doing? Could you do more in your like direct community perhaps? That would maybe make you feel better, because I'm also thinking of the card from this deck, I believe, that says when feeling stressed, focus on service. So if you're feeling really stuck and stagnant and like there's nothing that you can do to help, look at your immediate surroundings. Is there any way that you can help in your immediate community? Are there places where you can donate that will help towards the cause that you're stressed about? I feel like there's a need to transmute. You're in the process of transmuting a little bit of energy here before, like, you're really focused, I think, on letting go of this energy, this shame, this guilt, this grief that you're experiencing. I feel like you're really trying to convince yourself that you're not at fault for the way that the world is, or you're not the only person at fault for the way that the world is. We all have a part to play in terms of like littering and our own ecological footprint, or whatever it's called. But I feel like you may put a lot more on your shoulders than necessary. And I feel like there's a need to release that. I mean, you're at this very moment, I feel like, in the process of letting something go. I feel like you're really trying to let go of this grief that you're not benefiting from. I feel like you could already be doing research into places to donate, into things to do in order to transmute this energy, to make it into something more, to make it into something positive, to create inspiration from it, inspiration for more, inspiration for you to be able to do more, to bring more to the table, to help change things, even if it's just in your community or by speaking up more, even, is what I'm hearing. Anywho, I feel like that's the energy that you're letting go with. You're letting go of with that sickle card there. Now with the guardian angel one here, let me see. The card meaning is your guardian angels want you to know how much they love you right now. Your angels' love is completely unconditional and all encompassing. Number 23 could be significant, as of the number 9, 74, 7 and 4 could also be significant on their own as well. And then it says, you are not alone. You drew this card as a love letter from your guardian angels who want you to know we are right here. We have never left you and can never leave you. Your guardian angels say that you deserve their help and attention. There is nothing that you could have ever said or done that could ostracize you from your divine helpers. They never judge or abandon you for the mistakes you make. The angels are simply here to support you so that you can spiritually grow and help others. Exactly. I feel like this is even like your guardian angels are really helping you transmute whatever energy of like grief or guilt that you're in right now, and they're really helping you transmute it into something positive, into something that can help others, help them open their eyes, help them speak out more, help them feel comfortable enough to speak out more, confident enough to speak out, even just confident enough to express themselves a little bit more, like just in general, baby steps, because this feels like a transition kind of energy where you're like letting go of something in order to attract something else in, like this twin flame card energy. So I really feel like this full moon is helping you close out whatever cycle of grief that you're in right now to start a new cycle of some kind. And we're going to see what that new cycle is with the tarot in just a second. All right, let me clear this up. I'll snap and then it'll change, okay? Alrighty. The King of Pentacles really wants to stay out for whatever reason, but we're putting him back in, but I have a feeling he may come out in this reading. Alrighty. Then we also have the moon in reverse. So this could be somebody that you already know that wants to shed some light, bring some light to a situation. Anywho, let's take a peek. What is this full moon attracting in for the person watching this for pile 1? The 9 of Cups. Some form of wish fulfillment energy. Ooh, we had the Hermit hiding underneath that. I didn't even notice that. This is something that I'm hearing secretly have been like dreaming about. You could maybe talk about your dreams a lot. You could like actual dreams, like when you sleep, But I feel like you can maybe be very upfront and honest about your dreams when you have them. You want to tell them to everybody, but I feel like there may be some dreams that you've been having recently you've been keeping very close to your chest that you haven't really been expressing to other people, but you've been secretly, like in private, learning more about. 9-9 is also very significant. 94 could also be significant. 4-4 as well, because we have, again, keeping it close to your chest, something that you've been learning through rest is also what I'm hearing. That is building and preparing you for whatever wish fulfillment is coming in. But you've been keeping it close to your chest. You haven't been sharing this aspect of yourself with people, this aspect of your journey with people. You've been keeping it close to your chest. I'm hearing that you don't want to tell people anything until there's actually something to tell. Can you give me more on this? I feel like this could just be a lot of internal healing, like maybe some shadow aspects of yourself that are being reflected through your dreams that you're healing out at the moment to get yourself to this version of yourself that feels worthy of whatever this 9 of Cups is, because it feels like a worthiness thing at the moment, because again it feels like preparing for a manifestation to come in and I just got a notification as well, so confirmation. Another 9 as well. 999. I want to put all those together. 4, 4, and 3 as well. Your dreams could also be reflecting whatever manifestation is coming in. You could be having dreams of this coming in. And maybe you like don't want to jinx it is what I'm hearing, so you don't want to tell people about it. It's like you're preparing. Oh, and I just flashed the King of Cups as well. So again, it feels like you're could be a masculine energy that you're attracting in, and you don't want to give people the chance to project anything onto it by you telling them about it. I'm getting a very heavy, like, romantic energy, which I don't get very often. A lot of the time it's like a mixed energy of career and love, but this is very heavy love. I feel like you're heavily attracting in a specific type of person, not a specific person, but like specific characteristics and someone who will show up for you in a specific way. I feel like you're focusing on the characteristics, not any in like specific individuals, as you should. We also have the wheel, so again, it's like a cycle really being closed out here for you of maybe oversharing. I feel like you're setting stronger boundaries because you know that not everybody is meant to like come into this next chapter of your life with you, because I feel like whatever you're attracting in at the moment, yes, it's a person, but I also feel like it's just abundance in multiple forms. So I feel like there could be some form of security, stability tied to that, whether it's financial, through like a job. Because again, like I always feel like when you're attracting in love, you're kind of also attracting in other things as well, not just love. I feel like it's usually more than one thing. So I feel like there's just a sense of stability being attracted into your life in whatever form that is for you. Again, since it's collective, it's gets a little tricky sometimes and a little confusing because I receive a lot at once. But what are they attracting in with this full moon? What does this full moon bring in for pile one? The moon in reverse with the star. You're joking. I feel like you could, I heard unlocking a new potential. You could be really seeing your worth. I feel like, again, because I was picking up really heavy on like a worth, a cycle in regards to worth, the way that you see yourself. Whatever is happening in your life right now is happening to prepare you to help you become a version of yourself that feels worthy enough of whatever is attracting in. This could also be recognition of some kind. I feel like you're about to be seen in a whole new light, on a whole new level. You could become like famous online or famous in your community in some way, shape, or form. Become really popular at your job, or just you could be really shown how you're viewed by people at the moment. I feel like something is going to enlighten how you're being perceived at the moment. I feel like you're going to be let in on a secret, as well as like be keeping your own, is what I'm hearing, with like you attracting in something and keeping it close to your chest. I feel like you're also going to be let in on like people's perceptions of you that have been also kept close to their chests. I feel like there's some form of recognition. It feels really big with the star card. It's crazy. I can't believe that 999 is out here, because I saw 999 on the license plate today too when I was walking. And I was like, that feels significant. Dogs barking could also be significant, like little dogs barking, even more specifically, but dogs in general could be like significant. Turtles could also be significant because of the turtle figurine that I have on my thing. With the Fool, though, when I split here, you're definitely attracting like a new start of some kind, but it feels like a new start in love. But I always feel like when you attract one thing, you're also kind of attracting in multiple things. So, yeah, I feel like you're closing out a major cycle that is making space and getting you into an energy in which you can receive whatever it is the universe is trying to send your way right now, which feels like a person, like a I'm hearing walking manifestation, which if they are that for you, chances are very high. of you also being a walking manifestation for them as well. Anywho, I hope that this resonated. If it did, let me know in the comments. I love hearing about that stuff. You could resonate with being an Aquarius specifically, or a Pisces, or a Virgo. Water could also be significant, and fire, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and Aries, Leo, Sag. Kind of getting a mix of everything here. But yeah, alrighty. I will see you on the next one. Always remember that these are meant for entertainment purposes and to bring you closer to yourself, your intuition, your higher self, and your spirit team, as well as your guardian angels that are really trying to come through in this reading. So please don't take anything too seriously, because at the end of the day, we're not really here to tell you anything new, just what your intuition has already been trying to tell you. So we're just here to help you listen to yourself at the end of the day. Alrighty, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Alrighty, hi pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Rose Quartz in the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot, this will be your pile for what this full moon is bringing in for you. So we're going to quickly shuffle this bad boy and then tuck it to the side so we can dive into your energy check. Hi, hello, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you're comfy. I hope that you're cozy with a snack or a beverage or both. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, I don't know if you heard my bones kind of crack a little bit. I'm feeling extra old today. Alrighty, I'm gonna tuck it to the side. We're gonna put your little stone here for you so you can see it. And we're going to jump right into your energy check. So we're going to start with these little palm reading cards. These guys, I'm just going to read off the little characteristics that they have. You could have short fingers. That could be significant. Just take it as an extra confirmation. This does not make or break the reading. It's just like a little, oh my god. Or it could just like make you laugh. I don't know. But the key traits, regardless of if you have short fingers or not, that could resonate for you are being good at making quick decisions, being a bit more abrupt or reckless. You could overlook details, have an easier time of understanding the bigger picture, be very pioneering, and you could also achieve your goals quite quickly. Number 52 could also be significant for you there. And then I'm going to also read, this is from the Angel Oracle cards. Guardian Angel. What is it called? Hold on. It's by Dorian Virtue. It's the Angel Therapy Oracle cards. And this one is cancel, clear, and delete. And it says, use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking or speaking. I added that last part. You could be really changing your thought process, really switching up the way that you speak to yourself, or just speak internally, both like internally and like actually physically speak out into the universe. I feel like you're being a lot more mindful about I really sound Canadian there, but I feel like you're being more mindful about the areas in which you hold more power than you initially thought before. I feel like you're realizing the power of thought, the power of speech, the power of words. We say that words hold no meaning, and yet they still have an effect on us and how we feel about ourselves and our confidence levels. And yes, it may not be the words, it could mostly be the intentions and the tone behind the words, but either way, they still hold power, and you are the person who, and at the end of the day, holds that power. I feel like you're really starting to realize and change, take more control over your law of attraction in that way, in your thought pattern, in your speech, both in the ways that you speak to others, about others, to yourself, and about yourself. I'm also going to use the witches Wisdom Tarot. I forgot for a second. You got 2 of these bad boys. 3 of them wanted to come out. I feel like you could be, okay, she's like very naked. You see like a whole titty here, but I don't want to block it, but here, you're gonna have to. Ooh, I might use the stone actually. There we go. I think that works. She's holding a baby. She's nursing a baby. FYI, you can't really see the baby. The baby. I think I'm gonna put it on each side because it feels like very mirrored, very dual energy. Because the Great Mother gives me very feminine energy, but then this 7 of Earth talks about more masculine energy, being more in your masculine energy. I feel like you're finding the sense of duality in, again, how your internal world and your physical world coexist with each other. I feel like you could be very feminine in your internal world and very masculine in your external world. What I mean is you provide for yourself, you take care of yourself, you're very action oriented, you're very go-getter. Even in this card, it says that you could achieve your goals quite quickly. You're somebody who goes for things, whether you do it gracefully or not, it does not matter to you. I feel like you're someone who's not scared of embarrassment, who doesn't shy away from embarrassment. I feel like you find more humor in it than anything. And I feel like you're in this sense of creation. You're creating something for yourself in both a very feminine way and masculine way at the exact same time. You could be making a lot of moves, creating a lot of action, a lot of I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use. You're creating a lot of change in your life, a lot of physical change, but I feel like you're also creating a lot of internal, emotional, intellectual change as well. A lot of internal change. This is the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, but also by Doreen Virtue. And this is Archangel Michael. I was heavily channeling him in the first deck, in the first pile as well. So pile 1, you could honestly resonate with both piles a little bit, like felt called to both piles. So feel free to watch both if you want to. But again, don't hold on to anything too much. Free will, baby. You may not need both messages. You may just need one at this time. Take it however it resonates. I don't know how we're going to fit all of these oracle cards. They're probably not all going to make it in the frame with the tarot. That's okay, because you have 3 Green Witches Oracle cards. So number 3 could also be significant. I'm also hearing 3, 2, 1, go time. But for the first one, we've got rain, cleansing, purification, hydration. Again, I was talking about how it's important to stay hydrated. You could be in a very self-care focused energy, a very cleansing, purifying energy. You're really hydrating yourself. I'm picturing somebody like watering a plant for the first time in a while. And the plant like a deep breath, like a sigh of relief, you know? There's that guy. All right, and then the second one is roots. Again, lots of plant related things. The rain, hydrating the roots, helping you to grow, healthy patterns, early growth. You're very growth focused at the moment. We love to see it. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that there. Bring this up, bring you up, bring this up. And we've got fog, obscurity, feeling lost. Lots of water. You could have a lot of water in your chart because we have a lot of water references here as well with fog and with rain. Even with the roots a little bit as well. Something to absorb the rain. And then we also have money and law of attraction oracle card as well. And this is the physical me is materialized spirit. This one also flew and fell on the ground. And I don't think any of the other ones did. Maybe this one. But I think Archangel Michael really wanted to make his presence known here. This money and law of attraction card says, some say that you should not want money at all because a desire for money is materialistic and not spiritual. But we want you to remember that you are here in this very physical world where spirit has materialized. You cannot separate yourself from the aspect of yourself that is spiritual. And while you are here in these bodies, you cannot separate yourselves from that which is physical or material. All of the magnificent things of a physical nature that are surrounding you are spiritual in nature. Again, it's like money isn't the problem. It's, I mean, in some ways it can be seen as a problem, but I feel like where the biggest problem lies is what people do with that money, the intention that people hold with that money. It's the thought pattern behind the money. It's the addiction that the money can cause. It's the dependency, and I think there's a need to find stability outside of money. I don't think that money is everything, and nor should it be. But it also has a part to play in our existence, and therefore it has to matter in some capacity in our lives. You could be somebody who would like live off the grid and like fully like live on a self-sustainable, self-sufficient farm where you don't really have to go anywhere if you don't want to. Lots of animals, more than people, you know. You get very type B energy. Pile 1 gave a bit more type A energy, always prepared. You are very go with the flow. I feel like you always wing it and manage to do a good job anyways, you know. But I feel like you're finding a lot of balance in your life at the moment. I have 2 books to read from for these cards and the 7 of Earth card as well. So I'm going to do that really quick. We're going to start with the Great Mother though, because I keep staring at it. Number 19 could be significant. Number 10 could be significant. Number 7 could be significant. The number 41 could be significant. Number 52, I think I already said that. I also want to say number 8 as well. Alrighty, so the essence of the Great Mother card is Goddess, Divine Embodiment, Creation, Love, Nature, Nurture, Abundance, Generosity, Blessings, Fulfillment, Affirmation. You could be really into psychology. How nature versus nurture play into our, like how we are as people as well. That also is coming through very significant. I'm also being called to read the Council, which says, you're perfect just the way you are. You have things to learn, skills to develop, self-acceptance and healing to attend to, but great oaks from little acorns grow. The blueprint for your soul's fulfillment, and for your destiny is already within you. Mother yourself, give yourself the love and encouragement, care and reassurance, nourishment and attention you deserve. Remember, you're a child of Mother Earth. Spend time with her, connected to her, you're connected to yourself. In all of your wholeness and mystery, tenderness and ferocity, wilderness and willingness, and you're always supported, nourished, and protected by the unconditional love from which you were created. Again, it's giving like you're becoming your own mother and your own father and healing the wounds that your physical parents kind of bestowed upon you. You're healing a lot of cycles in regards to parental wounds, I feel like. And I also feel like you're realizing and coming to terms with the fact that you don't have to be just masculine or just feminine in any way that that could mean in terms of self-expression or just ways of being or anything like that, because life comes in waves. Life is always changing, therefore we have to adapt and be able to go back and forth in between energies. We're not meant to fully embody and just be in one all the time. We're meant to find balance, and I feel like you're really finding balance and realizing that you don't need to be overly masculine or overly feminine. You're able to coexist and to find that duality in both and be able to be both. All right, I'm going to read the 7 of Earth card. Earth signs could be really relevant if I didn't say that already. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water signs could also be very significant. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cool. Alrighty, and then Seven of Earth is running stags, and the essence of this card is masculine, animal energies, fertility, vitality, strength, sexuality, carpe diem, which is like live in the moment, be present. I feel like you could be really coming to terms with your sexuality. You could be somebody who has flip-flop between a lot of different things, and then you're landing on maybe like being pan, like instead of trying to just be straight or just be like lesbian or gay or bi, you're like, you know what, maybe gender just doesn't matter. Or maybe you're like, feel like you're trying to not put so much pressure on labels as much as you used to, because you're coming to terms with your growth and your ever changing potential and expression. I feel like you're really learning to go with the flow and allow yourself to be whatever version of yourself you are in those moments without forcing yourself to be any specific type of way or meet a very specific type of role that you have built up in your head. This version of yourself that you need to like be all the time. We're different versions of ourselves at any given moment, We're not the same consistent version of ourselves. We can't predict or make ourselves be any specific type of way. We just are, Okay. What is next? Archangel Michael. I want to read his card. His card meaning is, this powerful archangel is with you right now. He gives you courage and helps release you from the effects of fear. It says, through this card, Archangel Michael is making his presence known to you. He is the symbol of true courage, stemming from knowing that God's love is the only power there is. Michael is letting you know that as you make changes in your life and as you encounter challenges, you are safe and secure. God and the angels help you stay true to yourself during trying times. Have heart-to-heart discussions with Michael often. Pour out all of your concerns to him. Don't worry about overburdening him. Michael, like all of the archangels, is able to be with everyone simultaneously who needs him. He has no limitations of time or space, so he can help you and others concurrently. You could really struggle with feeling a burden in life, not wanting to like burden people. You could have a hard time sharing burdens with people because you feel like the burden in somebody else's journey. That could be something that you're currently healing at as well. My nose is getting really itchy. Feels like you're really focused on setting roots though, even though you're unsure about your path ahead. I feel like you're trying to trust the process and trust that the foundation that you're building is sturdy and stable and can keep you safe. I feel like you're learning to trust your own abilities, your own capabilities of providing for yourself in both emotional ways and physical ways, not just one or the other. I feel like you're really proving yourself to yourself at the moment. All right, if this resonated, heck yeah, so excited. We're gonna move on to tarot now. Okay. I'm gonna snap and then it's gonna be clear. There we go. Also, sisters can be significant because I have to read text that my sister sent me because I forgot to when I was recording the first pile, so BRB. Alrighty, now that we've done the energy check, we're gonna jump into the tarot and see what this full moon is attracting in for you. I feel like it's releasing a lot of anxiety, the Eight of Swords in reverse. Alrighty, what is this full moon bringing for pile 2 for the person watching this? What is it bringing in? What is it attracting? Oh, okay, those didn't fully come out, so got a new opportunity in the process of coming in, so it hasn't come in yet, but I feel like it's in the process of making its way to you. Could have just applied for some jobs that could be significant. You also have the Queen of Wands, so again, I feel like you're in this energy of attraction right now, of also seeing your worth, knowing your worth, standing strong in your worth. We've got the Chariot. So this is like a big life change. This is a big decision coming up. I feel like this could be in terms of your wealth, in terms of your jobs, career, something like that. In terms of somewhere where you make money, somewhere where you like in some way that you provide for yourself. Exactly. We have the star out here. Again, two major arcana cards. This is something major. This is a big life change, big decision that needs to take place. I feel like you're about to be seen on a whole new level as well. This could be like you're getting recognition from a new job that you never received at an old job. This new place acknowledges you and recognizes your worth in ways that other jobs haven't. This opportunity helps you see yourself as well. You could become, this could be something that you've dreamt of doing since childhood, since like the past. This could even be something that goes even further back to like past lifetimes. You're closing out a cycle of self-worth with, where did I see it? The Empress in reverse, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. You're seeing that you are capable of being the star. I feel like you're not shying away from your own light anymore, from shining your own light. Aquarius could be very significant. The star card also came out in the last pile as well. So pile 1 and pile 2 are a little interlinked, so they could both resonate for you, to be honest. But let's take a quick peek here. Meditation. Oh. I feel like you're attracting an opportunity where you're able to use your mind in a way that you haven't been able to in the past. I don't typically get that energy with the Spirit of Swords all the time, but I felt called to put it next to the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever this opportunity that comes in is going to be very mentally stimulating for you. I feel like it's going to really intrigue you, really spark this curiosity and help you see how smart you are. I feel like you don't realize how smart you are. I feel like whatever opportunity that's coming in is going to help you see your worth in a way that you haven't seen it before. I feel like you see your worth in a way of, you know what it took to get you here. You know what you're capable of. And that is so freaking fantastic. But I feel like in certain ways, you still hold these insecurities close to your chest of maybe in regards to your smartness, to your intellect, to your knowledge, the way that you communicate. I feel like you could communicate you could just feel, I feel like you could hold some insecurities in forms of communication in some way, shape, or form. You could have a stutter, but I feel like you're afraid of appearing stupid. I feel like that could be a fear of yours, and I feel like that's a fear that's really being closed out. And I feel like whatever choice that you're going to have to make in terms of career, you're going to have to see yourself and trust that you are capable of taking this leap of faith. You're the only person who can get in your way from here, is what I'm hearing. Meditation, I'm pretty sure that's the Hanged Man. But I'm going to double check, so 1 second. Okay, reminder to never doubt yourself. It is the Hangman. I checked. I feel like there's some form of epiphany that is tied to this. I feel like there could be an epiphany in forms of you realizing how badly you want this new opportunity. And I also feel like the new opportunity is going to bring forth this epiphany of seeing your own self-worth and seeing, like, believing in yourself enough to take that leap of faith. Get out of your bubble. The Seven of Wands. Don't resist this. Don't fight it. Alrighty, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be significant. But yeah. Alrighty, I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like you're really tapping into your masculine energy and going for something or being called to, this full moon is really helping you tap into your masculine energy to get you into the vibration of being able to take this leap of faith and take whatever action is necessary. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please let me know. I love hearing that stuff. But as always, don't take these readings too seriously. They're just meant to bring you closer to yourself, your higher self, your intuition, spirit team, all that jazz. We're really just messengers. So we're not really supposed to tell you anything new at the end of the day. Just supposed to let you know, we're just supposed to act as a confirmation for what your intuition has already been telling you. So if you're confused or if you ever feel like we're telling you anything new, chances are it's just not your reading. If that's ever the case, feel free to pick it up and pile. Don't put too much pressure on anything. At the end of the day, they're just really for entertainment purposes and to act as a confirmation. So don't put too much power into them. Remember that you hold the power at the end of the day, not the cards, not us readers. We don't hold power over your life. You hold power over your life. We hold power over our own individual lives. Anywho, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.